Hey guys, Nights Education here and welcome to the series 6.2 of the Unity Beginner Basic Tutorial series. In this series, we are going to be doing some setting up of our scripting. We would be learning about namespace, about different type of mono behaviors, and as well as other regarding statements for making a complete script for a beginner tutorial series. Before going further, I just apologize you guys. I have created the 6.2 because I have get two comments in the below of my video that's recording one person is saying that hey, that's nice video though, but it's not like a beginner series. You have just started using a help, so you have to make a video for understanding what is a mono behavior and other features. By the way, that's nice and thank you. Also, other comment was also the same regarding the namespace, and I said that let's dive into our visual scripting. Let's get started. As you see here, I have created a new script called N1. For creating a new script, go to the search browser and from there create a new script and call it as whatever you would name, but it is so you can call it whatever because it's up to you. Now for now we are going to be seeing the namespace, also the public class. What is public class is mention the public class. Just get rid of everything what you have and type it what I am typing. So public class equals to whatever you name this. I have named the N1 with the curly brackets, and that's it. This is the form of this which we have type in this. Just it should be in the runtime. It just runs from here like this, or it compiles. From there you have various void functions as a void start, void update, void fix update, and much more. We'll be going in the future. Now let's make it easier. So void start. So what this means, that starts the function every time the program just compile. So if you want to compile this, if you go back to the Unity engine, so if you click this and drag and drop the N1 script, it just has me the error. To get rid of the error, you need to put a inherited script or the reference to also you need to know, this is the important, that we have a mono behavior. So when I type a mono, it doesn't give anything. It's because we haven't set the namespace. Namespace is C programming language is often called as namespace. That solves these problems in a robust way. A namespace is a symbol of a collection of class that are a reference in the used for a chosen the prefabs on the class name called N1. So to get the mono behavior functioning, you need to add the using Unity engine. And now if you can actually add the mono behavior like that. It's like this. It works now. So this means that you need to give important for the namespace, because in the later on the scripting you have a large number of namespace that linked with the Android, iOS, and also further. By said that, we will be going through a simple example for void and also private variables. Before that, I need to say you can also add like a if you want int, you can add int equals to a equals to, and you can add some numbers like this. So it just access from, you can able to access from here. You have int, bool, and also you have string, and by the way, there are different type of data types. In this case, we are going to be seeing that in the int case. What is actually int does in this case? It can be used in the case of using a argument called value that's called as a in the whole number, as in here we are going to be using the value as a equals to 10. Which probably can be used throughout the code from this case class, from the N1 class. And also next one, we are going to be using the float. In the float we have a b equals to 5.5f. What does it means that it just means that it can store a decimal value from this. And also bear in mind that we are going to be using a different variable names as a and b, because if you use a as in this case, it will be making the error as you are using a same as it is already contained in the define. So you should not use like this. You should use a different names. And next it has a bool. What does it bool says? It just checks the statement it's a true or false. It just now checks the c equals to false, then you can access it true or false inside the statement. And you have a string variable. What this does, it just refers the name or from which class you can able to get the name, as if you set this name as something what we call a computer, just gets the name. You can just get just acting as a can we get from the entire script. You can get this name. So from this, let's get started with a private variable. What does it is private means that it just which cannot be called outside the function, that's outside the class. So nextly we are going to see the public. First we are going to be writing about public and all of the, and also before compiling this, just get off this public and just compile this. And if you go over to the script, and you can actually add the n1 script over here. Now it should ask me a null error. In this case you have a C. It's because I think we have used the private variable. If you not used any variable, you haven't get anything here. It should be blank. So if I compile this, it will going to be C. It will be, or if it will be A, B and C and D. All of the code should be here. You have all of these codes A, B and C. A, you can set the value for without decimal. Here you can set the value for with decimal, and this check is it's false or true. And if this is the case, we can type computer as the name over here. In this, you can also get rid of this if you want to make what you call. If you do like this without giving a equals to the value for everything, you can also do like this. If you go back to the engine, say you can be able to say there it has a 0. Everything is set to default. So you have to set in this by manually or check in or check out, and you need to put your name or some kind of stuff. So you can get reference from here later on. And also, if you want to learn more about DataType, check out the description below, links below. In this, now I have just copied these all and just paste it over here, and just from the place of public I just change to private, and from the names of this character I change to random names, and just put save and compile and go over to the engine. And if you compile and see, there should be nothing over this means that only the public which can be accessed throughout out of the script, but the private we cannot be able to get it from the script in other script, as if we cannot link the private variables. And lastly we have a void. That's void. This is equals to null. It has nothing. It is a nothing. It is a empty. Empty. It is empty. So we are going to be using here void start. It is inherited by the mono behavior, and also we have void update. this is the common way we would be going around these, and also you can able to create anything from I will be coming that later. So just for the namesake, just make sure you have understood this. So there is a lot of stuff more we would be going through in the future videos, like game objects, inputs, other functions from the mono behavior. I think so you are been warming up till now, so don't worry about that. We will be going through the future videos about doing the public variables, all of these data types, and doing some stuffs oriented for calculating and understanding all of the data types, all of the variables, something like that. And also I am going to say that this void update, which means that when you start this, it just compiles this every frames per second. It's just every frames per second. It just it's 60 frames per. If your computer is running with 60 frames per second, it just compiles with every 60 frames. That's pretty much everything, guys. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. Be awesome, keep creating. EDU Nihal Knight signing out. This video is made possible by my supporters on the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you follow me on my social media.